going to talk to you a bit about critical thinking in the workshop. But first, we'll recap what we spoke of critical thinking workshop in terms of a model of workshop that I had constructed before, and I'll link up the previous videos on this. Why this is so important in the times that we live in, and considering artificial intelligence has come in, but creative thinking has gone to dog shit. Okay, so the critical thinking becomes a vital factor here. But before we get into what is there on the diagram, let us recap what we spoke of in terms of the new model of critical thinking workshop. We spoke of the 5 C's, the conceptualizing, cognizing, etc., etc. The 5 C's are the steps of thought process. Any thought process goes through the 5 steps of the critical thinking, the 5 C's. And the Myers-Briggs personality model gives us the 8 forms, 8 dimensions in which it works. The extrovert, the introvert, everything is there in the 8 dimensions, which I'll also show you in this video. As a result, what happens is you have a situation where a group of people, let's say put together in a workshop, are indulging in this 40 card deck, which I've spoken of, which I think I will enhance a bit further also. What is this 40 card deck which you're talking about? Well, 40 different ways of functioning comes about, a functioning of the mind. Okay, so we are talking about the steps in critical thought process. The 5 C's goes through the 8 dimensions of the Myers-Briggs personality, which we are all each one of the type, INFJ, EFTJ, so on and so forth. You can see the Myers-Briggs personality model. It's an excellent model. But now we are bringing the existing model of Myers-Briggs personality type, combining with the thought process, the 5 C's, and building a assortment or a permutation and a combination of 5 times 8, which is 40, and we have a card deck. And we carry out this workshop. Okay. We can do any number of workshops. There are dozen styles of how to do workshop on critical thinking probably out there. Where I'm coming from is this now. What I'm showing you on the screen here. You have the human brain. That's all the equipment we have to function with, right? So the outcome of any critical thinking workshop should be what? And those are the things I have listed on the screen over there. First of all, it should have a function. It should have a form. These are all the outcomes of the critical thinking. We should change the function or recalibrate the function. We should change the form or reshape the form. We should destroy and make a new foundation, because you can't build new stuff on the top of the same old building. Yes, this is simple civil engineering. If you have to build a new building of a different kind, of a different architecture, you have to first remove everything what was there. We're talking about that kind. So the foundation of a new idea, or the foundation of whatever we have been operating from as a civilization, as governance, as engineering, as everything that we have been functioning as humanity, has also to be changed. We're talking about a foundational level shift. That should also be one of the outcomes of any critical thinking workshop. And lastly, there has to be a change in the model of the abstract. What do I mean by abstract here? What is the aim that we are aiming for in the workshop? That is why in the workshop we take a critical thinking problem statement. We work on a common statement. We have like a think tank, hopefully people from all professions, that gives us a rich assortment of human brain propensity, Myers-Briggs personality, and all the rest of it. Right? We take this model, we bring in people of different professions, put them in a room, and we take a workshop. And we analyze a particular problem statement with respect to outcomes like these. This is the classic form. This is the absolute form of the critical workshop that I'm proposing. Function. Is the function holistic or not? Does it take the earth into consideration, the climate, the economy, the people, all the factors, the people, the place, the things, the technology, everything it has to, it's the holistic form of function. We need to consider that. We need to ask ourselves in this workshop, is this providing me a new way of functioning? The new way being the key word there. We have to find new ways of all these four: function, form, foundation, and abstract. So new way of form means we have to change the form in some way. Reform, right? A reform. So we have to reform whatever is already existing. For reforming, we have to change the foundation. Is this building a new foundation for things to come? Not just stick to old moldy institutions. That's not going to help. You're just packaging the same old rubbish in a new form then. What's the point of going to a critical thinking workshop if you're not bringing about something new? Yes, it's obvious. You need to bring about something new, something which has not been heretofore there on the planet, on the particular aspect that we are talking about. But for foundation to change, we need to change the abstract. So form, function, and abstract, we need to first change the function at the bottom level. For that, we need to change the form. For changing the form, we need to change the foundation. For changing the foundation, we need to change the abstract. What are we aiming for finally? What do we want to get to? What is the abstract here? So the problem statement itself can be defined in a workshop in these four formats, and that will be quite good to go. You know what I mean? It's not everything. Obviously, nothing is everything. But it's a good place to start. It's a good place to engage people usefully. So everybody has a form, everybody has a purpose, everybody has a function, and we are changing a new form. We are kind of re-institutionalizing on a different level, on a higher level. That's the basic workshop structure of critical thinking that I'm proposing. Okay. So I'll leave you with this much. Meanwhile, take care. Have a safe day.